Their jobs keep them far off the front lines, but they play a vital role in policing drug crimes in our state. They're forensic chemists, and as news specialist Andrew Adams reports tonight, their work has grown increasingly difficult. Right, Andrew?
Well, Dave, for example, officers can search a car and go, oh no, this looks like a suspicious substance. Now, officers in many cases are trained to identify the basic drugs like cocaine, but other times they just don't know what this stuff is. Those kinds of substances wind up at the state crime lab where scientists are confronted with a ballooning number of possibilities.
Most of the law enforcement and investigators don't even really come back here.
Tucked behind a security door halfway down an obscure hallway, a laboratory.
The controlled substance trace area,
where scientists are quietly doing critical work.
And this dark blue color is a positive.
Identifying illegal drugs. First through color tests, and then through the
gas chromatograph mass spectrometer.
$100,000 mouthful of a machine.
It fires electrons at that molecule and breaks it apart, and then it takes a picture of all those pieces.
And then compares the findings to known drug signatures.
This one is actually for one of the spice compounds that we see.
It's not like identifying drugs like heroin was easy in the first place.
We used to see more of this black tar substance that's wrapped in plastic here, but we're also seeing lighter brown powders and even the white powder.
But now, on top of all the shapes, sizes, and colors of conventional drugs, have come the synthetics.
So this is a molecular model of one of the first spice compounds we saw.
Forensic scientist Jennifer McNair says as legislators would outlaw one compound, chemists would simply change an atom or two.
So then this now is not a controlled substance and it can be sold.
Today, there's a long list. 71 synthetic drugs that are illegal in Utah, most newly identified by state chemists within the past 4 years.
and that's really the challenge for them, is to kind of sort of drop their everyday production and spend some time on these unique cases.
Which can add up when the lab works over 3,000 drug cases per year. The crime lab's director says scientists have stayed up to the task, driven by their discoveries.
A sense of satisfaction of being that forensic chemist that's able to identify a new compound that nobody's seen before and be able to take that result and see it all the way through to it being scheduled.
I would guess it's about 50 or so.
Amazingly, the turnaround time for the state crime lab on these drug cases is about 5 to 7 days, I'm told, compared to other states where it's about a week or potentially even months for that to happen. Now, they're thankful to officers for their efforts, those trained officers that we mentioned off the top. That shortens up the time and the workload for the crime lab. Those local police agencies handle about half of the caseload in the state. By the way, our suspicious substance, table salt, in case you were wondering. Back to you.
I was wondering. Andrew Adams in Salt Lake City tonight. Thanks, Andrew. Ashley?